look at one last problem. In this last problem, we've got Mars claims 24% of its M&M's plain candies are blue. A sample of 100 is randomly selected. The question is the result of 27 blue M&Ms, is that usual or unusual? So we'll start out the same way. If we're talking about usual or unusual, I need the mean. And I need the standard deviation. Well, the mean, this is a binomial, either it's blue or not blue, is n times p. Well, the n on this one is again 100. And the p, the probability of success of getting a blue M&M, is 24%. So times 0.24. Well, 100 times 0.24 just gets you the number 24 as your mean. Now let's find our standard deviation. We start out with n times p times q. Well, n we said was 100 times p is 0.24. The question is, what's q? Well, remember we talked about q is everything that is not blue. Well, if blue is 0.24, everybody else is the rest of the percentage, the rest of the 100%, which would be, let's see, 76. So q is 0.76. Remember, we have to do all that multiplication first, but we can't forget that at the very end we have to take the square root to actually find the standard deviation. So we'll do the 100 times the 0.24 times the 0.76, and then that gets us 1824. The problem is you have not taken the square root yet, so you still have to take the square root of the 1824. Well, the square root of the 1824 is actually 4.3, depending on how they tell you to round. So that's our standard deviation. So now I can draw my picture, my bell curve, with what's going to be in the middle is always my mean, which is 24 in this one, and I'm going to get used to using the mu. And then to find the upper end of the usual values, remember I take the mean and add 2 standard deviations, add 2 sigmas. So I'm going to add the 4.3 twice, which is about 8.6. So if we take the 24 and add 8.6, that would be 32.6. Again, these are M&Ms, so I'm not sure how they would want us to round. They might have actually wanted us to round this into 4. And then that would actually mean that we would be adding 8 instead of 8.6. So we just add 8. And that would give us a total of 32. And on the lower end, we take the mean and subtract 2 standard deviations, which would mean subtract the 8, which would give us 24 minus 8 is 16 M&Ms. So on the lower end, we have that 16 M&Ms. And on the upper end, for usual, we have 32 blue M&Ms. The question is, what were they asking about? They were asking about specifically 27 blue M&Ms, which that will go right in the middle. Remember that anything that falls in the middle is going to be considered usual. So anything in this middle section is usual. So that's what we'll say about the 27. Is it unusual for someone to get 27 blue M&Ms? No. It's not unusual to get 27 blue M&Ms. And that's it.